What's up, man?
Hey, hello guys.
How you
All
doing,
right,
buddy?
so I'm doing very good. Thank you for asking. Two questions would be, what would be a good CRM that you would recommend?
Yeah,
I've
so I mean,
seen
go ahead.
I've seen your YouTube video where you um, talk about the Microsoft suite and all the changes that you've made and all that.
Absolutely. So, on the CRM side, like, are you familiar with Pipedrive?
I actually use Pipedrive for
Okay.
my business, so
Do you like it?
I like it. Yeah, I like it. I just wasn't sure if there was one that was more. I
Well,
have
I
a
can say it's
construction business as well, and I use it for my
okay.
construction business.
Yeah,
And then I'm in the process of opening up an adult daycare right now. We're waiting for our ACA license. We just got
gotcha.
our Department of Health approval
Yeah.
and
Well,
all that.
congrats,
So
man. That's
thank
awesome.
you.
That's a huge accomplishment. That's a long journey. How long did it take you to get there?
I'm about 8 months in right now.
I know, it's like it's a long. I feel you, brother. I want you to know I'm with you, man. I get it. I get it. It's a long journey, especially too. Did you have anyone guiding you through it, or were you just kind of figuring it out on your own?
I have a partner who owns three of them already.
Okay,
So he's kind of been like a consultant, kind of helping me throughout the
awesome.
process.
So one of the things I would at least let you or say is that, like, if you're looking for a CRM in the adult day space that's like adult day specific, I don't think there really is a, there are some CRMs in the when it comes to what's it called, come back to me here, a senior living space. So in the senior living space, there's Enquire, I think, is one. There's one called Welcome Home. I think, oh gosh, there's a couple other ones in the senior living or senior housing space that kind of maybe have some catered, like, fields and some catered language that are kind of more specific to the senior care industry. I know Pipedrive, is a good one. I know another one that's out there that, like, we absolutely hated Keep. I would stay away far, far, far away from Keep. I don't know if you ever used that one, but I got my brain hurt after spending about a day in that thing trying to figure out how to make it work. Yeah, I would say, Welcome Home is one, Inquire is another one. There are like some CRM systems that are kind of like an add-on feature to the, so say you get an adult day center like software, right? You're gonna at least need that probably for billing, depending on how you're gonna set it up, and to store all of your participants' information. And now some of those systems will have a CRM system, but it's not very robust like Pipedrive. Does it make sense?
Got it. Yeah, what I
But
like about Pipedrive is you can customize the APIs and you can kind of make it what you need it to be.
well, and that's why I like that's the reason why I like it, because, like, you can create the automations. You can create a lot of things around, like, you can build out a lot of stuff and make it customizable to you. And so I feel like, like, I would definitely, like, if lean on something more like that than I would trying to find something else that's in the space, that's not a true CRM. Like, it's like a CRM as an afterthought, but not a CRM as, like, that's why it was built for that.
Okay. I also saw, I've actually seen all of your YouTube videos, but I
Well,
saw
thanks,
one of the
bud.
videos
Appreciate it.
on how to build relationships in terms of like circles of influences that you can get referrals for.
Yeah, absolutely.
Um, so I just, but the video didn't go too deep into it. Kind of left me hanging there. I just,
I have to go back and see what
but I
video
just
that
wanted to
was.
get some more.
I wanted you to come back. I wanted you to come back and see us.
No, it's cool. It's cool. I'm just messing with you. I just wanted to get some, because I know with ACA, there's like they're very strict in terms of being able to advertise
Yeah,
without having your ACA license, right?
right.
So I'm trying to find a way or a loophole where I can advertise or try to, start building some of these relationships but I
Yep.
can't legally print out any business cards or anything yet. So I'm just kind of trying to figure that out.
Yeah, so one of the things I would start doing is collecting cards. Okay, so like I would go to your area and figure out in your vicinity, in your county, in your area, who are the case managers. I start figuring out who are the case managers and social workers and discharge planners in skilled nursing facilities, in your hospitals. I would start, going and attending anything that is a senior care networking event. So a lot of times you might have kind of like, I don't know. It seems like every county or every general area will have like in our area, we have a thing called Ocean, which is our Charlotte Elder Affairs Network, which is basically just a group of people that all work in the senior care field. But it's a great place to get started as far as meeting the people in the industry. The other thing I would do is, when you're collecting cards at all these things, you're collecting cards, you're doing follow-up emails, you're keeping people at least informed in the process. I mean, there's nothing that like someone could say, like, say you have the business name, it's maybe it's like, Happy Joy, I don't know, whatever that might be. But like, you could still say, hey, we're opening a new place called Happy Joy. It will be an adult day center, things like that, where you're not advertising an adult day center. You're advertising the fact that you have a business coming out that's going to be helping seniors during the daytime. There's nothing wrong with at least saying that.
Like a coming soon type thing.
Exactly. Like, yeah, it's good. You're not saying you're open. You're not saying you can accept people today. That's what ACA cares about, right? I care about if you were to go out there and you're starting to take care of people and to run an adult day center in advance of you getting your license. That's what they care about. You might have the building, you might have the space, you might be ready to go, you might have everything ready, but they care about, like, are you servicing folks without a license? But as far as being able to say coming soon, hey, I'm opening up Happy Joy down the street, and they're like, oh, what is that? Oh, it's going to be an adult day center. We're not open yet. We'll be opening this time. There's nothing wrong with you doing those things. But I would make sure that you're collecting cards, you're direct emailing every single person after that meeting, figuring out ways that you can learn about them. What do they like? What can you do to invest in just, building a genuine relationship with them? Not like give me referrals, but like, how can you use this time while you're on this journey to actually get to know who they are? What foods they like, what hobbies do they like? Is there anything in common that you might have with them? And if so, the things that you guys could start to do and build a relationship outside of the workplace, but at least start collecting those cards. So skilled nursing facilities, I'll go to your if you have any guardians in the area, if you have any placement agencies, so people that are in the process of helping others, get into assisted living facilities, like placement agencies every single day are working with folks that are in need. But a lot of times half the people they have, that are calling on them don't need care today. They're just inquiring. So that might be a great way to be able to let them know that there's another solution coming up. You could, I'm just trying to think, I remember we made a list of basically elder law attorneys, anyone that would physicians, that'd be another one. Doing physicians lunch and learns, where you spend a little money on lunch for the office and you go in and you spend some time with each physician and their staff, and you kind of educate them on what you're doing and who you are, and start building that relationship and stuff like that with them. Those will all be super important.
Thank you very much.
Was that the meat you were looking for? Did I get enough depth there? I mean, we can go deeper if you like.
Yeah, no, definitely. I'm gonna look into the senior care networking. I definitely want to go after the private pay model. I think it's a bigger market.
The number one thing you just got to keep in mind, and is because sometimes I think people get so caught on Medicaid being easy. And it's just easy. It's just an assumption because, it's like, hey, the government pays for it, right? Which in some reason that way it is. But the one thing I would say is when it comes to private pay just has a high expectation. So families are only going to continue paying and using the service as long as their loved ones continue to enjoy themselves, or they continue to have a good experience with you,
Okay. Yeah, I did see that in another one of your videos. So.
Okay. All right. Well, cool. Well, he's paying attention, man. He's paying attention. I look forward to seeing you. I mean, I don't know if you mind sharing, where you're at or what the name of it is, but I'd love to have a follow up.
Yeah, it's called the Golden Years Senior Activity Center, and we're in Leesburg, Florida, in Lake County.
Okay, love it.
We're about 30 minutes west of Orlando. Okay,
fantastic. Well, I'm excited for you. I'm cheering you guys on. So if you if you have any questions, make sure you join our Facebook group or comment on a video if you have a question specific that maybe I didn't answer, I didn't go into enough depth about, and I'd be happy to make something else about that topic. So.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you, brother. Appreciate it, man.
Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you'd like to learn how to open your own adult daycare center, go to adcpro.com. If you'd like the latest business tips, click here, and make sure you subscribe to our channel. Click here. We'll see you guys next time.